Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we're going to unbox Dungeon Universalis. Now this is, as it says here, a fantasy board game with thousands of options. The only limit is your imagination. Now, something interesting with this game is that it is a game, it's also a system. And the developer, the designer, the people who published this have said that it's a game that can be played with components from other systems as well. It's it's solo, it's co-op. There's a way to play where one person is controlling, almost like a dungeon master controlling what's going on. So all this different stuff, it really has a lot of different things going on, and so it's really exciting to me, the possibilities. Now, if you are not familiar with my unboxings, I almost always go into my unboxings with little knowledge at all about what is inside the box, because what I try to do here is give you the same experience of opening something up, having no idea what's coming. So I really don't know much about what I'm going to find in here. I've got some other stuff that was packaged with it that we're going to look at here, and I don't really know a whole lot about what these different things are, but we're going to experience this together. But let me just read this on the back here to you. And this is a large box, as you can see. So here, the game system, different game modes. Dark player, I believe that's the Dungeon Master version. Cooperative, classic dark player. I'm not sure the difference between those two. RPG mode, not sure what that is. But see, so right there, you got all these different game systems built in here. Huge sandbox map, characters and heroes. Create your own heroes or play with predefined ones. 25 races, 20 fully combinable and balanced professions. 36 animals, fantastic creatures, and mercenaries to hire or train. And so like with the mercenaries, I've heard people, that play this game solo they'll like maybe play with 3 characters they're controlling, plus they'll hire a mercenary as well. And so the mercenary is like an AI controlled ally though. Replayability, each quest may be played several times since the enemies may vary. The bestiary includes hundreds of different creatures and appear in different places at different times. Besides traps, obstacles and other elements may vary too and have no fixed position. Tactical. Dungeon Universalis' combats are highly tactical. There are no better or worse weapons. However, some of them are more adequate than others depending on the circumstances. Players may knock down and push enemies, disengage out of combat, set up ambushes, all this stuff. It's that if they can pull off what they are talking about here, then this is really something special here. So I'm excited to get into this. Let's read this over here. Feel the experience of traveling. And by the way, you may hear the kids in the background. I've had a real hard time finding time to film lately, and so we're going to do this when we can, and you're going to have some kids in the background. So that's just kind of where I'm at right now. Feel the experience of traveling and fighting in the world of Araska. Experience the adventures, real exploration, excitement of a role-playing game, the balance and tactics of a war game, the cards and events of a board game. Dungeon Universalis is a board game for up to 6 players, solo mode included. It is a true tribute to the classic dungeon crawlers and much more than that. It's a universal system that allows you to use backgrounds and other elements from different games, such as adventures, maps, characters, and miniatures. All of them can be easily integrated into the game's engine. In other words, replayability is its touchstone. Dungeon Universalis is many games and one at the same time, different game modes, adjustable difficulty, independent adventures of great campaigns, random and predefined scenarios, and a system to easily design your own adventures in just 10 minutes. So, before we actually jump into the main box here, let's take a look at these real quick. We've got the red resin miniature set. All right, so you can see here. I would imagine these are, this guy's probably not a hero. This guy's probably a bad guy right here. But here you can see pretty good quality of miniature here. Curious if this guy is going to be probably a villain as well. I would think some of these are the good guys. That looks like either a human or an elf with a hawk there. So the smaller guys over here. This looks like maybe a gnome. It's almost for sure a dwarf. And then we got some extra dice that were just kind of in the box there. So there we go. These are etched, which is always preferable in my book. We've got another resin miniature here. I'm guessing for sure this is going to be a bad guy. I think this is resin. Actually, I don't think this is resin. This is probably plastic here. But yeah, so this was separate in the box. Then we've got some coins here, plastic coins, gold and silver. And then we've got this. So these look like dials, obviously, to keep track of stats of some kind. Obviously, we'll figure that out. Here is the Bestiary 2 and Campaign and Quest Book 2. So the Bestiary, I mean, look, it's broken up. We got different factions that it's all broken up into. Celestials or Chimeran. And then I guess we have different versions of, different members of that faction. Lord of Ice, Wizard, Archangel, Scout, Warrior, Shard Mines. All right. Ogre Kingdom. Renegade Dwarves. And, get a description here. I guess these are... What are we doing? I guess this is like a different tables for encounters, maybe. Let's see. Hold on. They should tell us something about that up front, maybe, or probably not. Probably in the rule book it explains what all that is. Forgotten Pharaohs, Halfling Towns, Kingdom of New Iberia, Wood Elves. Let's just skip through a little. Wolfen. All right. The Kurgan, Nomads of the Steppes, Dragoners, Children of the Kraken. And of course, you got some templates back here, I guess, for you to build your own stuff. Dinosaurs, prehistoric animals, all kinds of stuff possible here. Here we've got Campaign and Quest Book 2. So here's the quest, introduction. There's a map of the area, the world of Araska. All right. So this is the Great Campaign, which is all this stuff here. Then here's a campaign. So this is the Nightstone. This campaign is called Tales of Fangs and Claws, the King of Spiders, the Collector from Thami, Forgotten Totem. Then some independent quests. I guess these are like one-shots. Special rules for the campaign, the background. So you can see you got different maps here and different time, the amount of time that these things are going to take. I'm guessing this indicates difficulty here is most likely what that is. We'll find out for sure. Let's go back to the beginning real quick. See. But yeah, lots and lots going on here for what you can possibly get involved with. All right, so now let's get into the main box here.
Whoa.
Okay, so yeah, we got some packaging here. Get that out of the way. So here's the rule book. So we got a basic rule book, and then we have this rule book, okay? So my intention is to learn this game on its full rules. Okay, I believe the basic rulebook is literally what it sounds like. It is a smaller rulebook with, streamlined rules. You can see, I mean, the rules start right off here, page 3 with the setup, and it goes back to, 38, 39, 40 pages if you include the quick reference of rules. The rule book, the main real rule book here, full rule book, I should say, starts. The rules really start here on page 8 with the setup, and it is 120. Well, hold on. Let's see. These are just some diagrams and stuff, and I'd say right here 120 pages of rules. All right. So this is sort of a Kingdom Death level of rules that we're dealing with. Here, let's see what this is real quick. So here's the bestiary. So again, what we had, that other thing was the bestiary 2. So I'm guessing the bestiary 2 was additional monsters and stuff. Yeah, because here we have definitely different. Oh, by the way, this got taken out of the box. Hold on, this was the special quest book for heroes. All right, I'm guessing these are hero names, so maybe these are individual quests. Let's see. Yeah, these must be individual quests for each named hero. Probably one-offs. Okay. All right, but so with the bestiary, yeah, you can see they have entirely different creatures listed in here. So bestiary 2 was, you don't include the stuff in the back here, Stopping with the Dinosaurs, 45 pages long. The original bestiary that has all different, additional factions and monsters and animals and stuff is another 61 pages of stuff to look at here. Stuff to bring into, these are miscellaneous fantastic creatures. We've got trolls and other great humanoids, giants and primevals, reptiles, vermin, Tracians or Ares worshippers, bandits, beastmen, northern barbarians, creatures of the night. So a lot going on in here. All right. Then this book is the original campaign and quest book. So we've got this one and the second one that we saw packaged separately there. And we've got here's the great campaign and then these smaller campaigns and some epic events. So just so many possibilities here. All right, so here is a board, a map. All right, this is the world of Araska. All right, which was the same map that was on the inside of the campaign books. All right, and this side looks like a ocean, grid of some sort. I'm not sure, obviously not sure what we'll use that for, but there it is. Here, what is this? We have, this must be, oh, okay. So I'm guessing the dark player would use this, maybe? Or is it just a general reference? It feels like the type of, what a dungeon master would have in front of them. So possibly that's for the dark player. What do we have that was inside of it here? These look like for organization purposes. All right, then we got, I'm guessing, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would have thought these would be, that we would have 6 of these, unless it's 6 players maybe when you have a dark player. And so it's 5 heroes plus the dark player. Because these look like these are player boards. All right, now this. Look at all of these punch outs. What's underneath it? Okay, so that's going to be the organization down there. I mean, there's some other stuff here too. I'm guessing these envelopes, but we have 5 of them. Let's see. 1, 2, yep, 5. So individual players put their stuff in these, I'm sure, to save their progress and everything. So we got more coins. All right. We got more dice. All right, these are more traditional looking dice except for that one right there. All right, standee stands. Here's a pad here, I'm guessing to track your name, race, class. So this must be to track individual player stats and everything. We'll open this up last. We got all kinds of different cards in here, obviously. So these look like some sort of reference card. I mean, these aquatic creatures, undead, animals, and vermin. You know, showing placement, target priority, stuff like that. These appear to be locations, I think, because so we got alchemist, library, camp. Kennel, combat school, guards, oracle, bridge, tavern. That's for dice, buddy. Home. This is a reference of achievement points. All right, so we've got some of these cards with the dragon's eye. Assassin, thief, curse. So these maybe are events or something. Okay, and then I'm guessing that's what, yeah, these must be something like that as well. Stealthy creature, healing, fortitude, fortune. Oh no, these are dark player cards. They say that when the dark player can play these. Okay. We are not going to go through all these because what's going to happen is if I go through all of these, I'm going to have to organize them as well. Otherwise, it's just going to become a huge mess in here. But you can see you've got all these different cards in here. All right, so there's a dwarf mercenary. So the mercenaries are I know for sure that those are guys that you can hire to fill out your party and everything. There's library, so some more locations, I'm guessing. Here we've got Sancho Panza. I wonder what that guy is. Corpse. You find the corpse of an explorer or maybe a slain warrior whose belongings have been left untouched. You find 1d6 coins, a broadsword, a short bow, and a quiver full of arrows. You also find 1 random common object. And then furniture. There's furniture. All right. So, and you have, of course, these smaller cards, which are going to be your items and gear. You got leather armor there. And the Talisman of Strength. So, you know, just a ton of options there. So let's now get into these punch outs. So here we've got demons, bandits, all kinds of very colorful different stuff here. We've got demons, halflings, and animals. And you see, obviously, you got the bigger creatures, smaller creatures, every type of creature you can imagine here. We've got all kinds of terrain and interior, exterior settings. You know, desert, forest, rivers. Yeah, that one fell out. Lava, gravel. Here's Human Kingdom punch outs. I mean, everything from, you've got these kind of archers up here all the way down to these heavily armored knights or guards. reptilians and amphibians, goblins, creatures. I mean, the giant shark there. We've got this dragon. We've got all these guys down here. Animals and mercenaries. That two-headed guy right there. We've got heroes. See, these guys are on the heroes board, so are they heroes? I don't know. I think not. I think probably that's just they needed a place to put those. Orcs and undead. Undead are always one of my favorite factions. Northern barbarians, bandits, corsairs, devastators.
I have two of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And of course, a ton of tokens, all kinds of stuff here.
Whoa!
Looks like we got like furniture and stuff as well.
Dad, I really want to pop them out.
We've got.
Dad, I want to pop them out.
We're not doing that right now. A dock here.
So many dogs.
Oh, and these terrain are double-sided too, so they have different stuff on both sides. So all this terrain, even like this stuff, the smaller things, because obviously the bigger terrain was double-sided, but even the smaller things have different stuff on each side, doubling what's available to you. Some kind of track there. And another one right there. And a ship. And that is everything that comes in Dungeon Universalis.